I'm sure we can all remember the days we used to pester our parents to go out and buy us every single Lego set we could possibly get our hands on, and then spend hours building them and tons of other creations out of these miniature bricks. Well, Lego's now giving us the opportunity to relive that nostalgia one more time through their first MMO, Lego Universe. When I first heard that Lego Universe was coming out, I thought someone was messing with me, because I had never heard of this before. But, lo and behold, E3 and PAX both had the game featured pretty prominently because it was such a unique idea. It was the first MMO for kids. This game has a ton of customization. There's no limit to what you can and can't do. You can make your character look however you want. You can customize their facial features, their clothing, the color of their hair, everything. You can make them guy, you can make them girl, you can mix the two if you want. It's funny, it's great, it's exactly what the Lego bricks were meant to be when you were growing up. Now you'd figure since this game is based off of a building block that you have an awesome story behind it. Well, the people at Lego actually came up with a pretty good story, especially one that's great for young kids and will actually really help them in being able to be more immersed with the game. The story's about these four adventurers who go out into the universe to find new worlds, and they actually find one that has the Nexus of Imagination on it, which is the main premise for how the Lego universe will work. And they find out that with this Nexus, they can make anything they think of, anything they wish, come to life. Well, of course, one of them is inherently evil, or else we have no story. And he winds up making a bad idea, corrupting the Nexus and destroying the entire planet, creating the Lego universe. Well, now that that's happened, it's now your job to go in and clean up the mess and protect the Nexus of Imagination and save Lego universe from the evil that is now corrupting it. Well, as I said before, customization is the major part of this game, that you can make whatever you want. And the first thing they actually make you build is a rocket ship that allows you to move around the Lego universe. After a while, they start giving you cool weapons and other kinds of clothing you could put on your Lego dude, and you could make him look like whatever you want. And actually, what they'll do later on is they'll make you join a guild, and they'll start giving you cool things like, specialized weaponry, special skills, special armor that adds more damage bonus to your attacks. It's really interesting and it's really cool, and they have something for everybody. One guild's an Indiana Jones style adventure setup. Another one is a bunch of futuristic medieval knights. One more is a bunch of engineers from the future who know all these cool high-tech robotics. And the last one is a shadowy ninja guild who works through a forbidden forest, which is actually a really cool idea. It really gives kids the ability to choose what they want to do and make their characters look more of what they would imagine they'd look like if they had the brick physically in front of them. The controls for this game run just like any other MMO. You have a certain setup for keyboard and a certain setup for the mouse. They both are active at the exact same time. Keyboard using WSD and A, Q and E to control movement and camera, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to control your attacks. Or you can use the mouse where if you're clicking the middle wheel allows you to move, right-clicking will let you control your camera, and you can simply click your skills and everything from there. And since this is an MMO for kids and it's not meant to be hard whatsoever, when you die, they don't penalize you like they do in World of Warcraft by sending you to the spirit healer and making you run all the way back to your body or making you pay a penalty for it. All simply Lego Universe does is when you die, you explode into different little Lego bricks, and then it says, oh, you died, and you hit the rebuild button, and your character will physically rebuild himself bit by bit in front of you by the last major town you were at. And also, you don't get a major penalty for it. You lose maybe about 30, 40 coins, anywhere to 1,000 depending on how much you actually have. It's not that bad. And it's never a far run back to where you were. The game is very forgiving when it comes to dying. But unlike most games for their first run, this one's not without its problems, unfortunately. The first minor problem that I realized is that, as I mentioned before, there's guilds you can get into. Unfortunately, the guild choice is permanent. If you want to do another guild, you have to get rid of your character and start all over again. Another thing, too, is that once you choose your role in the guild, they only give you one freebie set. So even if you're just starting out and you realize, oh, I don't like the guns they gave me, I want to go with the swords now, you have to get the guild seals, you have to buy the books so you can wear the armor and the weapons, and you have to re-get everything bit by bit. And it would just be easier at that point, especially if you're not far, to just restart and redo your character all over again and either swap your guild or swap your starter character. All in all, this is actually a really good first attempt on LEGO's part to make an MMO. They're definitely targeting the correct audience by making it for younger people, but it's also going into the older crowd. It's definitely worth picking up, even if it's just for the first free month. Even if you're not going to pay to play it all the time, picking up like a month every once in here and now just to be able to explore the world and enjoy yourself a little bit and relive some of those Lego adventures you had when you were a younger kid. It's definitely great on the nostalgia factor.